Okay guys, I got the Honda Suzuki quad out. Going to be putting in the building. Got to clean the carburetor on it because it doesn't like to run really good, especially when in high RPMs. So let's get to cleaning it. Okay guys, got it in. Just need to charge the battery up. Been sitting all winter. This one tire went flat, and yeah, clean up the carburetor. Pretty easy. Take out the seat. There's no air box, so. And there she is. Okay guys, so what we're going to need to take the carburetor off is a star screwdriver, a 5/16 socket, but I got on a end to take off this. This is the add-on. Star screwdriver to take off the carburetor from the quad, and a 9/16 wrench to take off the choke cable that goes over here. So everything else to pulls off all the hoses. So let's get started. Okay guys, let's get started. First off, let's take this off. It pulls right off. So off to the side for now. I've got a pod filter coming, so and pull off the fuel line. Make sure you shut the fuel line off. Now you got the fuel line off, you can take the you give it a nice wiggle and pull up. And it should come right off. A little bit of fuel, but it'll be fine. And we set that off to the side. Unscrew the throttle linkage of the slide. Set that off to the side. You can take a star screwdriver and undo it from the quad. And it should just slide out if everything will stay away. It's gonna be tight because of the rubber boot. There we go. The vent line, and take your 9/16 wrench, go on the choke cable and loosen that one off, and then you get it hand tight. Yeah, be careful when you pull it out. Like that, and there we go. One carburetor. Let's go clean it on the bench. Okay guys, got the carburetor over to the bench. I got one of these old bacon trays, using to catch the fuel, because they're gonna drip out like this. So yeah, get yourself some paper towels, because it's gonna be a little bit of a mess. I got some brake cleaner. You need the air tool to blow any stuff out of the jets. And take your star screwdriver and start taking off the four screws. And right after, you take the edge of the screwdriver and you give it a couple little taps, and then it just pulls right off. Don't want to wreck the gasket. The gasket is still good. But yeah, there's some dirt in there. I don't know if you guys can see. Look on the bottom. So you get put this off to the side, take your brake cleaner. Spray some in there, right? Sit for a bit. Brake cleaner or carb cleaner, whatever you can get your hands on. Now pop out the float, you pull the pin, set that off to the side, pull your float up, everything look good on that, set that off to the side, a little bit of dirt in there, clean it out, Now take your air tool and blow out the vent line, not the vent line, the fuel intake. See if there's any crap in there. Blow that out. Now I take out the high jet and the low jet and see what they look like. All you need is a flat screwdriver, small one and a big one, or you can get a wrench to put on it. Every couple years I do this to my quad, so this is it. Make sure all these little holes, I don't know if you can see that, but make sure all the little holes are clear, but right now I see them all blocked. So that's a bad sign. So get your brake cleaner or carb cleaner. Spray some on there, let it soak for a second. And then get the little jet out. The one on the side. Same thing. This one got less holes but it's smaller. So this one looking okay. So you want to give it a shot anyways. Set it off to the side. Now give everything a nice little pressure wash, a brake clean or a carb cleaner. Look at what I got. I don't know if you can't probably see it, but there's tons of little bit of dirt in there. So, yeah, now I set this off to the side. Don't mind the Christmas paper towels. You take your air tool, blow out the jets. Give everything a nice, every hole. Make sure everything is nice and clean. So I can't bring the bowl back here. It's still got some dirt in it. Dump it in the tray. Take your air tool, blow it out. There we go. All nice and clean. I wish I had a sonic bath. That would be so nice. Give these another shot. The jets. And take your air tool to the jets and go to every hole. Every little hole and blow it out. I can see those ones already clear. Make sure you can look through it. I don't know if you can. Probably won't be able to see, but if you can look through it, that means airway clear, or the fuel way. So I can do the other one. Rid of any contaminants. Make sure you take a look and make sure it's clear. So I got that one. So I'll put the back together. Is small jet back in. Wipe off your screwdriver in case it any of the bit contaminants. Screw it back in gently. And you don't want to over torque these. You want to just make them like snug, because they're not going to move around anyways. Take the bigger screwdriver. Just snug. So I got that. Let's put the float back in. Let's give the float a little shot in case there's any dirt on it. You never know where dirt can be hiding in the carburetor. So try to get everything a nice little spritz. Make sure you got some good clean hands too. Put the float back on. And we put the pin back in. Pretty easy, not too hard of a job. So let's put the bowl back on. It can only go one way. And put your 4 screws back in and tighten it up. Put your little vent line back on, overflow. And now we're ready to install back into the machine. Okay guys, take the carburetor and put the choke cable back on. It goes back in that hole. You gotta pull this thing a little bit to like wiggle it in there. Screw it back in the place. That can be a pain sometimes. Take your 9/16 wrench. Make it snug, don't give it too much power. Take your vent line. Where is that vent line? Take that vent line, put it back on where you found it. The throttle. Make sure the lever seal all the way at the top. Like that. Screw it back on. Make sure you got the full throttle. Like that, good. And reinstall it on the machine. Got some power to push it on. Take your star screwdriver, tighten up the screw again. Don't want no air leaks. Now, I want to see if I can find a pod air filter I have somewhere. And I want to put a fuel filter in the fuel line before that. So let's do that. Okay guys, these are the 2 fuel filters I got. So this one will go right under the tank. Replace that one. Plus I want to put one of these paper ones in. Right in the line, right here. Next to the intake, so it'll catch any small particles. So yeah. Okay guys, this fuel filter right here, this red one, you can just take a pair of needles and take it off. It might be a little bit stubborn. You may have to give it a wiggle and a pull, but it will come off. Oh, that fuel line is pretty bad. Turn the fuel off. So I pull this line out here. be tricky sometimes, especially in this tight little area here. Give it a pull and a twist, and that will fill right off. I'm going to replace this fuel line, this little piece, with something better. And take your clamp and put it on so it don't leak. Now put it back on the machine and zip tie it. You want it nice and tight. Give that thing a pull and see, make sure it doesn't come off. And take a trimmers and trim it off. Now to connect these again. There's like no room to work, but you can make it work. There we go. Shove that back on and move the thing. Now, got fuel on it. Want to see where your fuel filter. This is only one way. So you want it about here. So I cut it about here. Good sizes on that one. Shove it on there nice and tight. Same with this side. I don't think you're going to need any hose clamps or anything, and shove it back on. Just like that. That should be up and away from everything, so yeah, I'll turn the fuel back on, and there we go. Let's see if it starts up. Give it a nice little pull start. Well guys, yeah. She didn't need a new battery later on, but that will do for now. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye!